29th of May, 2011. Welcome to Studio 66.6, with a lot to restart, but we try. You know, I have long fought against the rights of gay people to get married. It's wrong for so many reasons, and strangely enough, they are the same reasons I'm against straight people getting married as well. Let's face it, marriage is wrong, no matter who the participants are. First of all, lying to a priest is just wrong, and when two people get up there and promise till death do they part, there's a very good chance the dude is already sleeping with his fiance's sister, and she is already eyeing the priest and wondering what's going on under the robes. You often hear people say things like, we've been happily married for 15 years now. Well, whichever one is saying that, usually the woman, is speaking for themselves. I promise you that the husband is standing slightly behind her with a big smile on his face, wishing a meteor would strike him down where he stands and end the misery once and for all. Have you ever wondered why bookstores are filled with how to improve your marriage books? I'm just kidding. Bookstores barely exist anymore, but that same joke can apply to online shops as well. A big problem with marriage is you have to live with another person. And I don't care how great she is in bed. The rest of the time is filled with bitching and complaining. You can find a great many happy couples who are so happy to be married, and then they decide to have children. They may still claim to be a happy couple, but those claims become more and more difficult to make people believe, partly because they sleep so little. And yes, I know, not every married couple heads to divorce court. Even I must acknowledge that not all married couples can afford to split up. It's pretty expensive after all. But as soon as the money's right, they are on to the next person to spend the rest of their lives with. Kinda sucks, right? We've all been there. A partner telling us how we are the only person they could ever love. The only person they could ever love. Unless they change jobs and find a new bag boy who understands them like you never could. Well then, that whole staying together forever thing just got a whole lot shorter. There are some who take their vows seriously. There are some who mean it when they say, till death do us part. But then instead of divorce court, they end up in real court facing murder charges. Gotta do what you gotta do, right? Don't believe me? Just ask OJ. He'll tell you I speak the truth. I understand the need for marriage. If you have children, a certain amount of security is nice to have, and perhaps for other reasons, maybe two people do actually love each other. With that being said, stop the whole marriage industry, and let's go with something like 5-year relationship contracts. Maybe even 3 years. 5 years might be pushing it a little. Allow for easy renewal and provide for any future children right from the start. That will work great for straight couples. But for gay couples, let them have their whack at marriage so they can see what a fun time that whole situation is. 15 or 20 years from now, they will be ready to sign on to the contract situation as well, and that helps the whole political process as well. The right wing will win because gays can no longer get married. The left wing will win because, well, they won't be married and miserable anymore, right? That's good. Presidential contenders like Newt Gingrich and Rudy Giuliani will win because it won't seem strange anymore that they have new wives every few years. Actually, if these changes can be implemented quickly, half the Republican primary field for next year will stop having to worry about which wife they are on and how many mistresses are on their campaign payroll. So really, it's a win-win situation for all involved. That's all for now from Studio 66.6. Peace.